What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the NHL GM Mode commentary series right here with the Seattle Kraken and right here on the Armchair GM's Sports Network, your source for North American sports coverage by sports fans for sports fans. And we are here at the beginning of the 2023-2024 season, which I believe is year number 4, I believe, the beginning. Oh, God, I got to keep better track of this, but we are here at the beginning, guys, after a very, very big offseason for the team. A retool was needed after missing the playoffs last year and the year before, actually making it all the way to the Stanley Cup final and losing in Game 7. So, you know what? It needed to happen, and we made some big acquisitions and made some big moves, especially with the coaching staff. But we are here to fix things here in Seattle and see what we can do. So, if you guys missed any other videos, go check them out now. They're live on the channel. Catch up here with the NHL's 32nd team, the Seattle Kraken, here in NHL 20. And as you saw again, guys, in the last episode, the big acquisition of Vladimir Tarasenko as our new second line right wing. I could move him up to the first line, but we don't get the +3 chemistry. He works well with Landeskog and Cirelli. This should be a dominant second line for us, Landeskog, Cirelli, and Tarasenko. And our first line, we found in the last video a +3 of Max Jones. Francisco Pinelli, who was our first-round pick in 2021, 12th overall. He fits in well on the first line with a +3 chemistry. Now, this could a lot of people would probably say this would stunt his growth. I'm going to give it a shot. I think maybe we can do something with his growth here. 20 years old, first-line playmaker. I mean, I think he's good enough to play. His stats could be a little bit better, but he has some key stats in a lot of categories. He's got decent skating. His shot power is great. He'll have to work on his accuracy, but he's a center playmaker. You got to really look at his puck skills, and his puck skills are improving. And his durability is 99. Like, he's got a 99 durability. So this kid is never and should never get hurt, and he has a pretty decent poise in 71. So, and discipline of 97. So this guy could be our franchise centerman if we build him properly. And we have him for 3 years at $925,000. So getting him to 23 years old and growing him should benefit us. So he works with a +3 chemistry with Yarncroc on the first line. Now, as you saw in the last video, our bottom 6 was the problem. We had 2-0 in line chemistry. So we got to figure this out, and we'll figure it out together. I did bring up Ty Dellandrea. I think I couldn't really fit him anywhere in the AHL, and I think he's good enough to play in the NHL. He's listed as a depth forward. He's got like NHL-ready stats. I think he's ready to go. It's just a shame he's a two-way forward. It kind of does suck, but he gets a +1 chemistry with Matt Luff, who led our AHL team last year. So I think he deserved to get called up. I know he's still listed as a minor scoring forward, but he's still got pretty decent stats and good enough stats for that fourth line and a power forward build. So him, Kyle Olsen, and Ty Dellandrea work. Now, Kyle Olsen does work as a +3 on that second line, but you know what? Like Cirelli, he's not going to fit anywhere else on on this team. I don't want him playing third or fourth line here. Like, even if I show you guys, he doesn't get a chemistry anywhere down here except for the fourth line. I don't want Cirelli playing on that fourth line. We'll keep Olsen down there, but it does work on the second line with that chemistry. So we'll have to remember that if Olsen does grow, we could. He could be a good second-line center for us and a good cheap one. And you guys remember, look, we drafted him 6th overall in 2019. So for a 6th overall pick to do so well with the team in terms of chemistry is great. And he's got decent shooting. He's got really good puck skills, decent skating as well. So I think we'll have to keep an eye on Kyle Olsen for sure. But Mason Appleton was kind of like a bust free agent pick. He doesn't fit in a +3 anywhere in any line combination. I tried everything, so we may have to move on from him. It is what it is. It was a mistake, and we can just fix that. So what I did see in line 3 that works, so with Forsbacka on a wing as a two-way forward and Dawson Mercer on the one side as a sniper, what works in the middle is a power forward center. Because if I switch it with Matt Luff, look at that. You get a +1 chemistry, but Matt Luff is listed as a right winger, so it'd only give you a +1. But if he was listed as a centerman, I believe we could probably get it up to at least a +3. So that would be a +3 line chemistry in your first 3 lines, and the fourth line as a +1, and I think that would do great for us. So we'll definitely have to look for a second line or third line center power forward. As for the defense, I kind of like Svedberg and Hickey together. Our two future, are basically, we're building this team around these two guys on defense. Offensive defenseman Svedberg and our defensive defenseman Colby Hickey. They got a +3 line chemistry on line one, so I want to keep them together. We re-signed Matt Dumba, so we have him for the next 4 years at 6.65. So we'll have to keep him on the team. And I tried everyone else. Everyone kind of still gives him a +1. I could always keep Torrey Krug there because we have him for 1 more year. Or maybe if things aren't going our way, I think we have to at least maybe closer to the deadline or maybe partway to the deadline, we look at maybe trading off Krug as a rental defenseman and seeing if we can get someone that can fit somewhere in here to get us a boost, or even somewhere in our bottom 4 as a more than a +1 and a 0 here. So I think we'll keep Krug and Dumba together. We'll keep Honka down here with John Merrill. And I think the extra defense we have is Derek Pouliot, just in case an injury happens. And actually the extra forward is John Hayden, who we signed in free agency. So that's what our NHL team looks like, guys. AHL kind of just looks like this. I didn't really spend too much time. I just looked for line chemistry, basically, and we got +1s and a +3 here. So just looking to grow our rookies down there. And then same with this guy, Maddox Staples. He was our first-round pick in 2022, our 16th overall pick, and he gets a +3 line chemistry on the first pairing here with this guy, Mason. So we'll hopefully get some growth out of him. And then as for goalies, we'll have Colby Wellwood starting goalie, boys. Hopefully we get some growth out of him. The only thing that concerns me with Colby Wellwood is his height, 6 feet. That's a pretty short goalie. I would have loved him to be a couple of inches higher, but who knows? Maybe this guy will be like the greatest short goalie in the NHL. But definitely going to hopefully get some growth out of him, and he'll probably most likely be backup goalie by next year on our team. And then again, we signed Jake Allen just for 1 year, so he'll replace Jake Allen, and we'll still have Eric Comrie for 1 more year. We'll have to decide what to do with him in the next offseason. Other than that, I think I did everything already with the power play and everything. I think. Well, we'll have to come back to. I'll come back to that. So, because first we want to do, we have to look for this third line power forward center. So let's do that right now. And I seen it in a comment. I think it was a couple of videos ago or 1 video ago. I'm not really sure. But I saw to use the player search, and I totally forgot about this feature in GM mode here. So let's use it. Okay, let's go into the search here. We're looking for a forward. A third line. Can you do checking line forward? So what I look, so we're looking for a score. I guess a checking, because really we're looking for a center power forward. So let's try checking first. Looking for a power forward. Hannus doesn't matter. Minimum age. Let's put at least 18 and someone that's not too old. Like let's do 32 max. Let's put the minimum potential range. Let's do 3.5 stars, and yeah, the rest of this doesn't matter. All right, so let's see what the search brings us up with. Okay, here we go. Ooh, we got a lot here. So I can't sort by position, but we'll take a look at their. Can I do centers? We'll take a look at the centers first. So Dylan Cousins from the Buffalo Sabres, 22 years old, 2.6 for 2 years. That could be perfect right there. Let's take a look and see what he's like. 83 overall, third line forward role, and he really doesn't fit on the team. And if he did, it's projected to be line 1, so that's not what we're looking for. We got Nolan Patrick here, third line, low elite. He was the 2nd overall by the Philadelphia Flyers back in 2017. And, okay, so he looks like he's a good fit for our bottom 6. This guy could be it. Nolan Patrick in 1 year, 2.3, so we can decide what to do with him next year. Oh, okay. Nolan Patrick. All right, we'll have to keep an eye on him. Why do I keep backing out? I can just go down. Brock Nelson, too. He fits on all forward lines, so that could be a good utility player. We're just paying him $6 million for 2 years. He's not bad. We got Nick Bukeside, top 6, new. Logan Brown. Okay, here we go. This guy 100% fits on line 3, and he fits on our power play and penalty kill line. So it could be even Logan Brown. And he's making 2.1 for 1 year, so he's nice and cheap. Ooh, okay, so Logan Brown and Nolan Patrick so far. And then we got Kevin Hayes, same team, and he fits actually on forward line 3. But we're paying. I don't want to pay him 7.1 for 3 years. That's a horrible contract. Don't really want to look at wingers because we're looking for a centerman. So either Nolan Patrick or Logan Brown. So you can see the trade value there. Looks like Nolan Patrick a little bit more than Brown. And we'd be giving him Appleton. I imagine Appleton has a fair bit of trade value. So, and they both have 1 year left, and both for almost the same money. And Nolan Patrick's the younger one. So most likely we'll be paying Nolan Patrick more come contract talks. But Nolan Patrick, I mean, bottom 6. See his stats. He's got 85s for puck skill. Yeah. Let's go down to Brown. Almost literally the same player, except Logan Brown's slower by not much. Look at the defensive awareness. Let's look at the defensive stats. So defensive awareness for Patrick is 87, 90, 95. And we got 85, 81, 90. God, it's just... Man, these guys are almost identical. You know what? I'm going to try for Nolan Patrick first and see if we can get him. So let's try for Nolan Patrick first. Trade for asset. All right, so here we go. Let's see here. So let's see. We would have to give up Mason Appleton. And he's got to almost to say this might go through 1v1. You know what? Look at that. That might go 1v1. It kind of looks like we have a little bit more trade value. But I don't want to. I think I should just do it. I don't think I should fleece him for anything more. I think just to be fair, Appleton, because of my mistake, Appleton for Patrick straight up could work. Now, just to do my due diligence here, let me go to Ottawa, and they want Appleton more. So we would take Logan Brown from them, and we would definitely have to take something back with them. So let me just go through here. What are we for sure needing is most likely defense. Let's see what they got for D. I don't think we're going to be able to add Branston or Murray. Sort by... Oh, my God. They got Pietrangelo, too. I forgot that. Let's just see. Let's see. We'll start with Murray. Fits in our top 4. 5.3 for 2 years. I mean, Ryan Murray, if we acquire him, we'd have to scratch a guy like Merrill and see where Murray would fit. He's almost for sure fitting in our top 4. So Murray could be one. I wouldn't mind Ryan Murray for 2 years at 5.3. Branson would be a little bit of a stretch. He is like their best guy. I don't see any reason why they would want to get rid of Branson. It just wouldn't make sense. And they got this guy, Lassie Thompson, 2-way. We don't know anything really about him. They got this William Wallander guy. We know nothing about him. So it'll be a Ryan Murray. So if I added him in the deal, it looks like we might have to add a little bit more. And I don't know who we would add. So Ryan Murray. We wouldn't trade Krug. Dumba. We're going to hang on to Honka. No. It would be maybe a Merrill. If we traded Merrill, he's only got 1 year left, and they want him. So if we add Merrill into this, that could go through. You know what? This could probably be an even trade, I think. We're getting him a Appleton and who is the big trade value here, and Merrill with the little. And we're gaining the big in Murray and getting the little in Logan Brown, but he fits in-line chemistry. You know what? This could work. This on paper, I think, seems like a fair trade here. Or do we go with the Nolan Patrick 1v1 Appleton for Patrick? But with Ottawa, we're gaining a defenseman that could easily fit in our top 4, and maybe we'll get finally the plus chemistry that we're looking for. And Ryan Murray is not a bad defenseman at all. You know what? I like this trade a lot more, guys. No, Nolan Patrick will be a solid add, but Logan Brown, it's just the chemistry works better, it looks like. He fits on line 3, and we can fit him in on penalty kill in power play. So I think we should go with this one. So I'm going to try it, guys. Appleton, John Merrill for Logan Brown and Ryan Murray. Will it go through? Trade rejected. Okay, so may have to add a little bit more here because they are moving on from 2 solid players. Not getting them any of these guys. Brody here, a low top 4. Could give him this Caden Brody since we are stacked with D. I wouldn't mind giving up a Brody here. So let me just highlight him and see what else we got. No. And no. We're going to hang on to this Dykes guy. Goalies, I don't think we have anybody. No. And what's our draft pick situation coming up? We have a first, second, third. I wouldn't mind giving up a third if it helps the team out. If I threw in the third, you know, if I can take probably Brody out here and just add the third. So Merrill, Appleton, and our thirds, which they want all for Logan Brown and Ryan Murray. Does that go through? No. Okay, so maybe we'll add in that defenseman then. Where is he at? There he is. Did I pass him? Yeah, Brody. There we go. So add Brody. Will that finally go through? All right, no. It's okay. This is it's tougher than I thought it was going to be here. So if I take these two out, and if we go to draft picks, I don't really want to give him my first or second. If we give him the second round pick from next year at least. By then, I project that we should be a top team again. We shouldn't be rebuilding again. So I'll throw in the second for next year. Will that finally go through? Sweeten just a touch, so we're very, very close. All right, so you know what? Just to sweeten a touch, let's go to unsigned players. Give them everyone that's green here. This guy, this guy, this guy. Or they can't take another guy, can they? No. So we'll give them the two unsigned guys. That should go through, guys. All right. Will it finally go through? No. Okay, so they want the Hutchinson guy. And let's give them the Hutchinson guy and Lazarus here. There we go. How about that? That should go through, hopefully. Finally go through? No. Okay. I think because we're getting the players that they don't want or don't want to give up. I think it's fair enough if we give him Brody with that second round pick. You know what? I'm doing it. Brody in the second. This should finally go through. Logan Brown and Ryan Murray, are they members of the Kraken? No. Oh, my God. This is tougher than I thought it was going to be. Oh, God. What do we do here? Do we add another thing on top of Brody? How about 2 years from now, the fourth round pick? So the 2026 second and the 2026 fourth. Does that finally go through? My God, they really want to fleece us for these two. It's like they know that he's going to work perfect in our line chemistry. They both will. Oh, my God. What about the fifth from this year? They want the fifth. How about that? Can we throw that in? No. What about the fourth? No. Will that go through? No. God. Oh, my God. This is a pain in the butt. How do we do here? So we've added in a second. They still said no. What if we ate some cap? Does that do anything? If I ate some cap off of Merrill, if I ate like a mil off of Merrill's contract, it's only 1 year. We don't have to worry about it. So you'll get Merrill for 2.2 instead of 3.2. Will that finally go through? Interesting. The deal you're offering, we appreciate the change you're making. Okay, how about 1.5? Will that go through? No. What if I did the 1.5 and I'm giving you a fourth from 2 years from now? What if we did this? Sweeten just a touch. Oh my God. A second from this year, a fourth from next year, and how about the second from next year and the fourth from 2 years from now, and a seventh from this year? Will that finally go through? That was sweet. I'm sweetening it just a touch here. The sixth. Oh my God. How about? I think the fifth would work. So let me just put it in. So the fifth from this year, the second from next year, and the fourth from the year after that with Merrill and Appleton. Will that go through finally? Trade accepted. All right. So it needed to be done, guys. We gave it some late picks, but we finally got Logan Brown and Ryan Murray on the team. So let's fix the lineups here and hopefully, crossing our fingers so hard, and hopefully getting the line chemistry that I think we will be able to get. So here we go. Let's try the center first. Come on, Logan Brown. Come on. Logan Brown, substitute in all lines. All right. It's not a +3, but it's a +1. At least it's not a 0. I'm happy with that. Let me just see something here. No. All right. So we'll get a +1 no matter what, it looks like. Yeah. So we got a +1. That's fine. I'm happy with that, guys. We got Logan Brown, Dawson Mercer, and Forsbacka Carlson for our line 3. And then everyone else will stay like this. Perfect. All right, so I'm happy with that. So now let's try for Ryan Murray. So hopefully Ryan Murray, he fits in our top 4. It says, where do we get an extra plus here? We got a little bit of a boost here. We got a plus anywhere? Okay, so so let me just try something. So we can move Murray here. Okay, let me move him down. No. Svedberg? No. Okay, so it didn't do anything. I thought for sure it would. God. Where does it say Ryan Murray fits? On line 1. Of course, everyone fits line 1. What if we switch it with anybody that makes it a +5? No. Okay, so Ryan Murray. We put Krug here with Dumba, and then we get Svedberg and Honka together. And maybe not stunt Svedberg's growth too much, and then maybe we eventually move on from Honka. Or maybe we put Hickey down on the bottom pair with Svedberg. But I don't want to. I think Hickey's earned his time on line 1D. Let's keep it like this then. We'll keep it like this, and if we need to move on from Krug, we know that some other people can step in here. So we'll keep Krug and Hickey together. Murray, Dumba, and Svedberg, Honka. God, the defense is driving me nuts on getting it fit in here. So let's just yeah, we don't need to do anything else. What I do want to do though is go back to the player search. So let's go back here. And we're gonna, since we looked at forwards, let's look at defense. So defense, we're looking for a top 4 defenseman. We have Krug as an offensive and Svedberg, so maybe so we'll need another. Dumba's a 2-way. Trying to think here. Maybe another offensive. You know, we'll put a couple of people because there's a watch list you can watch, and you can send the scouts to check these guys out if they're on the perfect line chemistry for you. So, but from 17 to 32, that's good. We'll search. All right, we'll sort by. Oh, there's a lot. We'll sort by overall and see which guys fit in our system for sure. That could definitely help us out. So Krug is up there. John Klingberg. Got potentially this guy for sure. Shane Goss is there, but 9.2, that's a lot of money. So move on. We got Quinn Hughes, 7.2 for 4 years is not bad. But that's going to be a lot of trade value with Quinn Hughes. Dougie Hamilton could potentially fit on line 1. Well, you know, let's scout Hamilton a little bit more. So I think you have to or actually you have to go into his card and scout him. Scout player. No scouts in region. Okay, so I'll have to do all the scouting for that. So I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna hire the scouts and send them in, and then we'll get to some simulation. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, guys, and I went through the player search. I put some people on the board, a lot of defensemen on the board of potential defensemen we could potentially trade for. So we'll have to check back on them in a few months, see what our scout found in all those players. I also went through the lines and fixed all the power play and whatsoever lines. So we're ready to go, guys. We're ready to sim. So let's go. Let's sim a few months, and then we'll check in on some of those defensemen and see how our scouts were doing. So we're listed as a hopeful team. So I am actually hopeful that we make the playoffs again, especially after making the finals 2 years ago. So definitely a little bit of a roller coaster so far. So let's sim it to regular season. And I've also sent all the scouts out too as well, so we don't have to worry about that. So we're all ready to go here in Seattle, here in this new look team with the acquisition of Logan Brown and Ryan Murray, hopefully to help out our back end and our third line with that chemistry with the +1. I'd love to have it +3, but +1 is better than nothing and better than no chemistry at all. So hopefully it does help us in that way. So we're ready to go. Scouting is all done. I don't have to do that, and we'll get right into the simulation. So I think we'll sim all the way up to, we'll do the first, we'll go 2 months by 2 months. So we'll do the first 2 months, and then we'll stop here on December 1st and see how the team's been doing then. So we'll sim up to December 1st. So yeah, guys, again, hopeful team. I'm hopeful that we make the playoffs this year, especially with the additions that we had through the offseason, the additions that we just made with I forgot his name, Logan Brown and Ryan Murray. I'm hoping for some good things here in Seattle. So I'm praying that the changes we've made, especially with the coaching staff too, I forgot about that, helps. So there we go. Our first big injury, guys. Max Jones has been injured with a strained hamstring. We'll be back until October 30th, not until the end of the month. So it's not a bad injury. So let's just quickly go in there and fill him out. So it was a power forward. So let me just see if Luff. It gives it a +3, so we'll keep the +3 going, and we'll just replace the last bottom winger here with Hayden. Hayden was a power forward as well. Does that do anything? Makes it a +1. Got nothing in the line, but we'll keep the +3 going on those first line. We'll just put Hayden here just for the injury. So let's back out, and hopefully that doesn't ruin anything. But we got a win right off the injury. But we'll get him in the next week here. We got a trade. They want our third for Nolan Patrick. Not looking for any players right now, but just for a look here, Nolan Patrick. Let's just see. Does he fit anywhere on our team? He fits on line 4. It's on line 4 center. 1 year. You know what? This guy. You know what? But what do they want? Our 3rd round pick? Nah, you know what? We're gonna hang on to that. We'll pass. But that's something interesting to keep an eye on. Nolan Patrick. But here we go. We should get Max Jones. He's back to play. Edit lines manually. Here we go. Let's put him in here. So let's replace Luff with Hayden. And take out Hayden for, where is he? Max Jones. There we go. All right. So there we go. He's back. Back in black. And we're ready to go. Here we go. Come on, boys. Let's go. We got a loss there. 2 losses in a row. Let's bounce back from that. Not a bad start so far or to the first month. 6-3, I believe it is. And then we get another injury. Kyle Olsen has been injured with a sore foot. Sore foot. But he's going to be out for the next 2 weeks. So let's just throw in. It's not a big injury replacement here. John Hayden. So here we go. Substitute in all lines. Doesn't give you the chemistry, but looks like we have to do something else here. 3-man PK. So it looks like I have to put in Hayden manually with that. Hopefully it doesn't ruin any chemistry there. Ooh, makes it a -3. I think I remember this line being tough to... I think I put like 300 people in here. Like I couldn't even fix this line chemistry. So -3 is fine. So we'll get out of that. Being 5-on-3 is a normal thing, but we'll fix that another time. So mainly we're focusing on this team in the now. And here we go. I reviewed draft class, and we have a pretty good year for rookies. So that's okay. I think we have a solid team. We don't have to be worrying about the draft too much. But Kyle Olsen is ready to come back, so let's get him into the lineup. All right. Replace Hayden with Kyle Olsen. And I think I had it only to a -2 on that PK. Where is it? The 3-man PK. So let me switch. Okay, Olsen's -2. So it was the best I could do. All right, let's continue with Olsen back. 2 wins right off the bat there. So not a bad start here. We just got to continue the momentum. We saw what happened, though, last year. We had an unreal start to the season, and then we fell hard in the last 2 months. But, again, partially due to my fault for not keeping an eye on the lines, which I will for this simulation for sure. So not a bad – I don't think we're doing too bad from what I can see here. They want to give us Martinook? No. For 2 draft picks? Absolutely not. Here we go. There's a loss to Washington. Just think about that trade just now. That was an awful trade. And then speaking of trades, we're getting a lot here. So let me just go in and fix the trade blocks so we stop getting them. The Krug was there, and it makes sense that Krug was there, but we'll wait and see how our team's doing. We'll base it off of if we keep Krug all year, and then we let him go in free agency. So we'll base it off that. So let's just keep going here. Get to December 1st. There's a win against Boston. Back-to-back wins on the road. That's huge. And then we lose to Los Angeles there. Back home against Tampa. Big 6-4 win, and we are at December 1st at a 15-8 record. Not bad. 4 points out of first place. The Golden Knights take first in the division, but not a bad start. And we got Kyle Yarncroc leading the team. 24 points in 23 games. Not bad. Point-a-game player. It's good enough for me. So let's just take a look at forwards here. Francisco Pinelli in his first year, 22 points in 23 games. So it looks like putting him in that first-line center role is not doing too bad for him. So I think we're going to keep him there for now. Landeskog with 19 points. Tarasenko, 9 goals, 9 assists. I would expect a little bit more out of Vladimir Tarasenko. I think he probably should be leading our team, but he's tied in goals with Yarncroc, so we have 2 big snipers on our team. Logan Brown with 13 points on the third line. That's not bad. Forsbacka with 8 goals, so he's in second. Tied in second with Pinelli. So Pinelli even scoring some goals. So not bad, actually for the first 2 months. I don't mind these stat lines here. And everyone else is doing good. Hickey with a -1. I would like that to be better. But everyone else so far so good. Keep an eye on the goalies. Not bad at both. Comrie would like to see a little bit better, but at least Allen, when he gets into a backup position, is filling the spot out well for us. So, yeah, not bad for the first 2 months. I don't think we need to make any changes. But we do need to check on our player search and how our scouts have been searching those players and scouting those players. So let's go into our watch list, and I'll show you guys the defensemen I have here. So the one guy is Sanderson from Detroit. Surprisingly, I actually know this is the one of the guys. It was Sanderson and Drysdale, who I didn't have any information on, but thought about maybe they could help our team in some way. So I went and sent scouts to them. So I don't know if they're going to help our team. So let's go and see if they do fit in our team. So Jake Sanderson, our scout's saying he for sure fits on line 2 as a defensive defenseman. So our scout's saying if for sure we could take a serious look at this guy. So maybe this guy could be a guy we take a look at, guys. Let's see, Jacob Slavin, for sure a line 3 guy, but for a guy 85 overall on a third pairing, making 4.7, it's not bad. If it was a 1-year guy, maybe, but you know what? I think I may pass on Slavin. Let's see if Drysdale's so line 1. I think he was an offensive defenseman. The only thing I went after him is because he's starting his entry-level contract, and I think that would be perfect. I think he'd be a solid defenseman for his entry-level contract. So he'd be offensive, so he'd play maybe with Hickey. Maybe this guy is the perfect fit for Hickey. So there's a guy we can go after, and he's cheap. He's got low trade value. Samuel Girard was another one, a offensive defenseman. He fits on line 2 as well. He would be he'd be a commitment though, 4 years, $5 million. And then Brett Pesce just for 1 year as a rental. He fits on line 2 and penalty killing line, so he could help our penalty kill a lot with 3.5 at 1 year. Drysdale really sticks out to me though, with this cheap contract, and he could probably be the guy that fits in with Hickey to maybe get to maybe up to a +5 for sure. So maybe Drysdale's the one because he fits with our coach's scheme 100% on line 1. So and so does I believe Colby Hickey. So maybe these two can definitely work together for sure. So we'll sim a couple of more months here, and then if we need to make a move defensively, we'll look at the guys that we have on our watch list. So let's keep going here. We sim to December. That's 2 months. So I think 2 months from now, maybe the deadline. So there's January. And there's February. So, yeah, March is the deadline. So we'll go all the way up to March 1st. And that'll take us to the deadline, folks, and we'll see what our team looks like by then if we need to add in a defenseman. So let's start the sim here. December, not with a great start there with the loss to Dallas and a loss to Montreal. So a weak start to December. I've seen a lot in teams in December. December seems to be an up and down month depending on where you go. And so far, it's down for us with 4 straight losses. Oh boy, now 1-0 OT win. There we go. We got some bounce back with 2 wins there. Let's continue that win streak. Come on, guys. We got to bounce back. I want our team to be more consistent. Let's not go into that downward trend. So not too bad. I'm not unhappy with the results so far here. Let's keep going. And Dawson Mercer has been injured with a injured groin. Yikes! So he's going to be out for a month. So that's like a 2 to 4 week injury. So that's a huge loss there, especially for our third line. I don't know if anyone's going to come up here and give a chemistry. Olsen does. So if we put Olsen there, and we bring in, Hayden, and we don't get a chemistry there. What if we move the Landry up? All right, so we'll keep the Landry down there, and we'll put Olsen up on line number 3 in place of Dawson Mercer. So we'll go with that. Let's back out of that and see what happens with the team here. So wait, it's only like a couple of day injury. I thought it was a month. Oh, we are in December. I'm losing it, guys. I'm losing it. So it was a few day injury, so that's not bad. We didn't really have to do. We won 1 game with Olsen there, so Let's replace Hayden here. All right. Mercer. Yes. And there we go. And I think I got to put Mercer back on the special teams here. Oh, no, he went back automatically. That's fine. All right. So let's continue with the simulation here. Come on, guys. Get it to the deadline. Let's have a... Oh, God. What a rough end of the month there. But the New Year's Eve game, or New Year's Day game, we win 3-2. So there's something. But we got to get more consistent. We need a crop of wins here. We need to go on a little bit of a streak. So here we go. We got some big losses here. Yikes. Something's happening. And, ooh. So we got our first big injury of the season. Broken nose. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks, it looks like. So Vladimir Tarasenko out of the lineup. So someone's got to step in. Let's see who makes it a +3. Looks like it's Forsbacka. Forsbacka turn coming back up in the top 6. Now we need to replace someone on line 2. Looks like Delandry will work, so we'll put Delandry up there, and we'll put in John Hayden. There we go. And we'll keep Hayden on the wing. Special teams. It's not going to be Hayden. We're going to replace Hayden with... Oof. So this is a little bit of a rough injury here. Does Forsbacka ruin it? Nope. Okay, so we'll put Forsbacka on the power play then. Extras. Where was Tarasenko? So we'll move Yarncroc up with Pinelli and Krug. And we'll put Landeskog with Cirelli and Dumba. And then we'll put Forsbacka Carlson with Brown and Svedberg. There we go. All right, that's good. Defense, we're looking good. Ooh, Svedberg up to an 83 overall. So we're getting some growth out of Svedberg right away. Oof. Do we move him up finally? Yeah, we'll let him grow. He's growing on that last D pairing, so we're going to continue to keep him down there. So there we go. We fixed the injuries. Let's continue on. There we go. OT win against Nashville. Ottawa, ooh, they had a pretty good record. A big loss there to the Ottawa Senators. Oof, yeah, we're losing a crop of games here. It's not looking good. We are slipping fast, but Tarasenko is back. Oh, God, man. The injury bug has definitely killed us, I think, a little bit this year. So we'll put Forsbacka back on line 3, and we'll put Delandria back on line 4, and we'll replace Hayden with Tarasenko. He's back ready to go. And I don't think Tarasenko worked as a +3 in line 1. No, he worked well in line 2. So we'll keep him down there. There we go. Let's just make sure he's replaced in all the other lines. New. Take Forsbacka out. Put Tarasenko back in. And extras, the 3-on-3. So we'll put Tarasenko. There he is. You know what? Let's move Tarasenko up to line 1. And we'll put Yarncroc there. There we go. All right, so we got Tarasenko back. Hopefully we can get some wins now. Come on, boys. Let's get some W's going. We're slipping fast. He broke his nose again. 2 straight broken nose injuries. Oh, my God. Oh, well, here we go. This is going to take forever. We're never going to get to this freaking deadline. Oh, boy. Here we go. All right, so let's do this all over again. Put Hayden there. There we go. Substitute. Yep, we're going to have to go into the extras. 3-on-3. Yarncroc, Landeskog, and Forsbacka. There we go. And then I believe it was special teams as well. There we go. We got to put Forsbacka. There he is. And Forsbacka here too. We switch him with Landeskog. Did we get anything? Ooh, we got a +1 there. Maybe we switch Forsbacka out and put like a Dawson Mercer in. Oh, Mercer doesn't work. What if we put a Jones in? All right, Jones works. There we go. All right. Come on. Got to get some W's. And Central Scouting. Okay, thank God it wasn't an injury. We got to win there against Buffalo. Got to win there against Florida. All right, boys. Come on. Let's get back into the W column. We can do this. There we go. 3 straight wins. Come on. Let's go. You know, I'm going to wait a couple of days here. Actually, we have looks like a couple of days, so Tarasenko looks like he can heal up from his injury. So let's get him back into the lineup. Here we go again, folks. This is a very injury-riddled season here in Seattle. Some big injuries, but nevertheless, we're getting some W's lately, or sort of. It's definitely a different season than last year, because last year we were like really good off the bat, and then we fell. So we're kind of staying mid-pack, which could be a good thing in our favor. So let's put Tarasenko there. Okay, we got to go through every single little thing here. Tarasenko. And then yes, put Tarasenko here. We'll put Tarasenko on the second one. We'll see if that helps with the 3-on-3. But his return, or we lose to Edmonton, but we got Tarasenko back. Here we go, boys. Big month of February. This will determine a lot, especially with this team heading towards the trade deadline. If we are a buyer or a seller, currently we are a seller, but we got to improve here. So we got a trade alert. So first round pick. Ooh, so there's a big trade. So we might have to stop it now to get on this trade game. Let's see here. We got a loss. Yikes. There's a win. Here we go. Tampa Bay. There's another win. So we're not too far out of it. So wow. Okay. So maybe we should. No, you know, we'll continue. I want to see how our team does in the month of February up to the deadline. Eberle going to San Jose. There we go. He was on Columbus, so he's moved on from the Islanders. Here we go. Sprong and Bjork. There's another trade. There's a win. I'm more concerned about our team, so the trades can go. We got a player pick up here. Brett Seney. If it's on line 2, no, that's fine. Decline. We'll move on. Come on. Just want to get to the end of February here. Loss. Yikes. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's get some W's going here. Yes, a trade. That's great. Come on. Get a W. The loss. God, what is happening with this team? Come on. Oh, God. Like, we are just struggling hard. We had to figure out what the problem is here. My Lord. A W at least. There we go. A bunch of more trades. And we got up. Oh, God. The injury bug with us this year, man. My God. What do we do here? So, does Matt Luff go up there and make it a +3? No. Doesn't matter. Doesn't look anyone makes it a plus here. Does Max Jones come down and make it a +3? No. Yarncroc? No. All right, so we'll put Forsback up there, even though it's not a +3. We're still in the plus chemistry, but my God, what an injury-riddled season, folks. This is crazy. So we'll... Oh, God, so now we got to go in and do all this again. This is it's gonna be a rough trade deadline, that's for sure. So you know what, we're fine with that. Power play, no. We're gonna put Forsbacka. What if we switched him in Tarasenko? Tarasenko does. All right. Is it Jones we put in? I think it was Jones. Yeah. All right. Starting. Well, we're fine with the rest. Let's get out of the deadline, or get to the deadline here, and then we'll be able to fix our team. So let's go. Come on, boys. Get a win here. We got it looks like there's a trade coming in. Yep, that's fine. We got an A2 win. All right, so big A2 win there. There's another trade. Okay, lots of trades going on. Another busy trade deadline, and there's another win. Could we win out towards the trade deadline against Toronto in Toronto? And there's a trade coming in, so we're probably not going to see it at first. Ooh, big trade there. And we got a shootout loss. All right, so where are we sitting at? We're 32, 27, and 4. Not where I'd like to be, but I don't think we're completely out of it yet. Looks like the 2 wild card spots are in our division, and that's at 70 and 71. So we're not that far behind, but we could be doing a little bit better. So Tarasenko leading our team with 53 points. With 25 goals as well, so he's climbed up. So he's doing a lot better than he was last time we checked in on him. Yarncroc with 50 points, Landeskog with 45, Pinelli with 38 in his first year. That's good to see. Sorelli with 37. I'd like to see more out of him, but Brown even with 33. Jones only 30 points. I would like to see more out of him as well. That's it's not a good year for him. God, so maybe we're not scoring a lot. Defense, Hickey's a minus 13. Who is he playing with? Is he playing with Krug? So maybe we move on from Krug. Maybe it's the guy we move on from. I know he's leading our team here with points, but maybe we finally move on from him. Svedberg with 21, up to an 84 overall. Maybe it's time to finally put him and Hickey together. I think it might be time. Goalie-wise, Jake Allen's diminished a little bit, but Comrie's still above 900. So maybe it is the defense and a little bit in the forward group. But we had an injury-riddled season, so I'm not going to blame too much on this team. The injuries did not work out well in our favor, so let's kind of go through it here and see what we need to do. So Jones in that first line is not working out as much as I thought, and it's where he looks like he worked with the most chemistry. We can't really replace him with anyone else. I think Landeskog's still injured, right? Yeah, he's still injured. So, yeah, we're not going to be able to move him anywhere. No. So, I don't think we need to do anything with the forward group. You know what? I think I'm content with our forward group. I think that it'll work itself out. It's the defense, so Krug and Hickey together, even with the +3, are still in the negative category. So I think Svedberg is up to an 84. I think he's fit enough to sit with Hickey and on that first D pairing. Now for the second one, we got Dumba and Honka. We're keeping Dumba, and then we just acquired Ryan Murray. I think we have him for another year after this. So we can move on from Torrey Krug, I think, and then if we need to trade Honka, we'll trade him, but we'll keep Murray and Dumba there. So yeah, so let's just go look at the player searches and see which defenseman we would like to acquire. So let's go to the player search. We'll look at our watch list. All right, and what do we got here? So Anderson was one of them. I do like Anderson. It's a lot of trade value, but defenseman, he could probably work out well with Matt Dumba maybe, and they could kill that second line. Maybe it'll make it finally a +3. So, I mean, that could work. Maybe a guy I'd be really willing to take. And then Drysdale the one that, it does not fit on any lines anymore. So he does not fit in their scheme. So there we go. That's changed. So we got the full scout out of him. So now we can unpin him, right? Unpin him. Slavin, let's just see. Still fits in our top 4. Girard fits on line 1 for sure. He's an offensive defenseman, so it would be the guy to work with Hickey. But we have Svedberg, so maybe Svedberg brings it out of Hickey, and we roll with those two. Or we can go get a guy like Brett Pesce, and maybe that works out with. Actually, it wouldn't be Hickey. You can't put two defensive defensemen together. So it looks like it might be Anderson for that second pair, and he fits on a penalty kill. So you know what? Let's make an attempt, guys. Let's make an attempt at Anderson. We still have him for we'll have him for 3 years at $900,000. So nice and cheap. So let's try to acquire him. You know what? Trade for asset. We're gonna make a big splash here at the trade deadline. So here we go. So it would be for a guy like Torrey Krug. So if we add Torrey Krug, it looks like we killed him in trade value. But Detroit looks like would be over the salary cap, but not by much. So we can definitely take a player back with some cap. That's maybe for one that has 1 year left. So let's take a look here. Anyone with low trade value. So a guy like Silverberg. Could even Silver be like a guy that can fit in? No. Or a Zaitsev maybe on RD somewhere. He fits on pairing 1. We got a couple of 1s here. I want to get rid of Perlini. Perlini doesn't fit anywhere in our team. Cholowitsky, no, not going to steal that guy. They want to get rid of Troy Stetcher. He fits in all pairings, and it's 1 year for 2.3, so this might be an extra D we can carry on with us. And then they got Svechnikov, who's now 27, and he fits in the bottom 6. Yeah, he's not going to be a good fit. I think we'll add a guy like Troy Stetcher, and would be over the league maximum salary caps. Okay, so maybe we'll eat some... maybe we can eat some cap then. Because Crew only has 1 year. So what if we ate $1 million? All right, so Got a league approved there. So now we can definitely add someone else because Krug, we're giving up a lot. So we can definitely take a draft pick back. Won't be able to take their first, but we can take maybe their first from next year. What does that look like if we had the first from next year? That might look like it might even out there. So for Torrey Krug with $1 million retained for Jake Sanderson, Troy Stecher, and their first for next year. Would that go through? No. Okay, so maybe not their first for next year. It's a little bit. So how about we do our third for this year and their third for next year? I think that should be fair enough. So Krug for Sanderson, Stecher, and 2/3. Would that go through? It's a little bit low. So how about the third for this year and their they want to get rid of their fourth as well, or their fourth next year as well, maybe. Yeah, and their fourth for next year. So third this year, fourth next year. Would that go through? No. How about just their third? You know what? That's fine because it's a high top 4, and I think that's fair enough. So Stecher, a third, and Jake Sanders. Is it Jake? Yeah, Jake Sanderson for Torrey Krug. Does that go through? Rejected. Oof. Okay, so maybe not a draft pick. Maybe just, you know what? Because we're getting a really top-end player with him and a top young guy, high top 4, and we're giving him Torrey Krug, even though he's up to 32 years old. Still can be great for Detroit, but he doesn't fit on our team. So I think that's good enough. So Stecher and Sanderson for Torrey Krug. Does that go through? No. Okay. Wow. I really want to bring Stecher because if we have an injury, Stecher could fit in any D pairing. So I do want this trade to go through. So you know what? Let's just take a look. What do we got? Any unsigned guys we could give them? That Brody guy. Will they take Brody? No. God. I mean, it is a really top-end guy like Anderson. I can't really blame them for not saying anything. Or for saying no. I don't want to give them the second for this year because we could be, depending on what our team does, we kind of need to hang on to our draft picks. Maybe the third from 2 years from now. Will that go through? All right, so we gave him the third-round pick from 2 years from now, but we acquired Jake Sanderson. Torrey Krug, thank you for your service here, but we're moving on from you. You're not fitting well with our line chemistry and our coach's scheme. So we got a guy like Anderson to fit in on that line too. So let's see how that works. So we'll move Honka down here, and we'll see how that works with Anderson with Dumba. Come on, come on, baby. Give me, for the love of God, a +3, please. Do I get anything with anyone else? No, of course not. What am I doing wrong here? Is it Dumba because he doesn't fit there? Oh, boy. What do I have to do? Do I have to trade Matt Dumba? We just acquired him. And Murray doesn't make it a +3. Like, God. And offense defenseman doesn't even looks like it does anything. Boy, oh, boy. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like maybe we have to try a different coach next year because clearly this coach and these defensive chemistry is just awful. Oh boy, it is what it is though. We acquired Sanderson. It's something for the future, guys. Let's just put it behind us, I guess. Extra attacker looks like I got to fix this. I don't want a defenseman for an extra attacker. I want a centerman, a guy like Delandria. Let's put Delandria in there. Why not? All right, so now that we have Sanderson, let's see how he fits in elsewhere. He doesn't fit on power play, so we got to fix this. So Svedberg, and we need someone else to sit there. Does Sorelli make it a plus? No. Does Honka or Murray make it a plus? No. What about Pinelli? All right, I got a +1 Pinelli, and we have Honka and Murray down here, and we don't have another offensive defenseman anymore. We have a lot of two-ways. We might have to move on from Honka and see if we can get another offensive defenseman. So, with that being said, now the penalty kill, we can add in, take Honka out. And we'll put in a Sanderson. There we go. We had a +1 there. All right. Let's just see here. No, we'll keep that there. And a penalty kill here. Let's take out Delandria and put in Sanderson's. Now we have 2 defensive defensemen. There we go. It's evened that out a lot, so that's great, and that's good to see. So adding Sanderson definitely helped our penalty kill, guys. So let's not look, let's not be too mad here. So actually, the first line, we're going to put Hickey and Sanderson, or not together. We're going to put Hickey and Svedberg. Where is he? There he is, Svedberg. Svedberg and Hickey, Dumba and Sanderson, and Murray and Honka, which Honka might be moved. So let's just hold out on that. 3-on-3. Svedberg, Dumba. Svedberg's going to play line 1 now. Dumba will play line 2, and we'll add in Honka's going to be moved, so Ryan Murray for line 3. There we go. Shootout. Why is Hayden there? I guess I have to fix that. Let's put a guy like Pinelli. There we go. All right, so that's all done. So we've acquired Jake Sanderson. Now let's see if we can get an offensive defenseman. I don't think we have any here. No, or we have actually Samuel Girard, which fits on line 1. You know what? Let's hold out on Girard and just do another player search. Let's do defense. We're looking for a guy in our top 4. That's an offensive defenseman, age 18 at least, and let's put, I want to get some years out of someone, so 30 minimum. So let's search that and see what we get with search results. All right, we got a lot of top trade value players here, but we're not looking for too much. Dougie Hamilton's one. Does not fit, though. Pionk fits on line 1. I want to look for a guy that fits at least in our top 4, not a guy who just fits on 1. D'Angelo 1. Brandstrom 2, but his trade value's a lot, and it's just kind of cheese for Ottawa to let him go. Adam Fox, defensive pairing 3. How 1? Looks like a lot of these guys are 1s. Samuel Girard was 1 too. Shock Drysdale just disappeared from our setup. So let's take a look here. Was there a guy in a CHL there? He's 84 overall. Who is that? The Sestito guy for Nashville. Whoo! Good for them. Got a star there. A guy like Ghost's Bear. What is he left? No, 9.2. Not getting that. Dougie Hamilton could be 1. How much? He's 1 year. Could be a rental, but no, he doesn't fit in the scheme. Boquist 1. Merkley does not fit in the scheme. Pionk. Jake Bean. Maybe a guy like D'Angelo we could give a shot at. We're not having any luck with this, so I don't know. Maybe Girard. Maybe we just take a shot at Girard. And Girard, how many years was he? But he was 5 mil. That's a big shot to take. I'd like to take on a 1-year guy just to see what would happen. And D'Angelo looks like the guy. But Brandstrom fits on line 2. What if he's the guy to work with Jake Sanderson? And we're trading Honka, and it looks like they're about the same trade value. You know what? Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot, guys. Let's give this a shot. Brandstrom, and we're gonna have to give up Honka. So let's go over D. Honka. So we're getting close. I do want Honka. Now, in order to make this trade go through, we're not going to get rid of this guy, Kearns. He's a medium elite guy. That was a guy we took in the 3rd round. Yeah, we're going to hold off on trading him. No one here. Centerman, no one. Okay, so we have no really trading assets to give them. So it looks like it would have to be a draft pick. And you know what? I'm kind of comfortable if we're getting Brandstrom to give up our 2nd round pick. I think that would be fair. So, which is a Sabre. So, Honka in a 2nd for Eric Brandstrom. Does that work out? No. And I don't think I really want to give up much more. You know what? I don't think it's going to be impossible to get Brandstrom, especially because they don't want to give him up. So what do we got left to do? So we know he's below in trade value, below Brandstrom with Honka. So maybe a guy like Fox or Drysdale. I wish Drysdale wasn't none. What happened to that? No. Oh, boy. Boy, oh, boy. Not sure what to do here. What if we looked at defensive defensemen? Anyone come up for line number 2? No, we can't. Sanderson's there. What am I talking about? Not defensive defenseman. That's my bad. Two-way guys. There we go. Two-way defenseman. We've seen it doesn't really work out. Maybe there's a guy that's for sure on a line 2 for defensive defenseman. I saw Slavin. We got top 4 guys. I want to see if there's a guy here that's for sure line 2. And I like the all defensive pairings, but I want to see for sure if there's someone number 2 for sure. So we got one guy right here, Brady Shea for sure, number 2, 2-way, 1 year, 4.7. I wouldn't mind trying that. So Brady Shea for sure. Let's keep going here. Top 4, 1. Need more 2s. We got a 2 here. We go. Oh, Oscar Clefbaum. But it's a 4-year, 6.3. So no. Shea's looking good so far. We got Essa Lindell. 5 years at 5 point, or 2 years at 5.8. No. Want just a 1-year guy to try out. Oh, we got a couple of 2s here. Hayden Fleury. Okay. 1 year, 4.7. So Hayden Fleury is 1. We got Connor Timmins. So he's actually a 1 year, $1 million left on his contract. Ooh. Okay. So might be able to get either like a, or was Shea in trade value? He's about, we might have to add something with Honka for him. So down here we had, where was it? Was it Fleury? Yeah, Fleury and Timmins. So let's keep going a little bit here. So Fleury and Timmins. We'll have to remember those names. Fleury and Timmins. And no, okay, it's Rishabon. So it's either Fleury or Timmins. So we got 2 guys here. So one's 83 at 27. One's 82 at 25. Both looks like they both have similar stats this year. Take a look at defensive stats. Looks like Fleury beats him in that. Looks like Timmins beats it in the puck skills category. Speed, looks like Timmins or maybe they're even in speed. Shooting, looks like they're pretty much even. Defensive stats, Fleury's got that nailed pat. So I think maybe Fleury. Is one right-handed? Oh, Connor Timmins is the right-hander. Was Jake Sanderson left? If he was left, then that works out perfect. God, I don't remember. Well, okay, so Timmins or Fleury. You got to remember that. Timmins or Fleury. So let me just switch this to offensive or defensive and see what Sanderson was. He was a left. Okay, so Timmins might be the guy, guys. And he's cheap. 1 year, $1 million. We're not risking a lot there. So let's, you know what? Let's give it a shot. I'm all for it here at the deadline to try anything. So let's give it a shot. Timmins is for sure a line 2 guy. So let's try for him. There it is, Timmins. Trade for asset. Here we go. All right, Connor Timmins. Trading for defenseman. All right, so we got to give up Ponka in this deal. So what does that look like on paper? A lot to give up, but let's see if we can get some stuff back from Colorado. Who else do they want? They want to give. They want to trade Cale Makar? Are they what? Why would they want to give up Cale Makar? Oh my God. He would be a stud for us, but like, God, man, I'm not giving. Svedberg is going to be basically this guy. Like, we already have our Cale Makar and Svedberg. Man, if we didn't have Svedberg, I'd for sure probably make an attempt at that. But no, there's no one else here. I mean, I could add. We were looking at Girard. He was an offensive defenseman. He fit on 1. But we're keeping that for Svedberg and Hickey. I think they're going to work well together. Other than that, there's no one else here. Let's look at their rookie skaters. Any prospects you can maybe take off their hands? McCallum, he's a center playmaker, 20 years old. Looks like he'd probably make the NHL next year. You know what, let's go for draft picks. You know what? I don't like taking teams rookies that are still developing. Let's go for draft picks. So they have 2 firsts. So we could probably get their first round pick, maybe. Ooh, that might be a lot. Let's just see. No, that'll be a lot. So Colorado, no, not with their first. But if we take their 3rd and their 2nd from next year, will that go through just like that? So Julius Honka for Connor Timmins and a 3rd and a 2nd. This works out too because Honka has 1 year left. Not sure how you would fit in the team next year, so this kind of works out well. So we're getting a 3rd and a 2nd as well. Will that go through just like that? It does. So Connor Timmins, welcome to the Seattle Kraken, and Honka, thank you for your service here on the team. Let's edit the lines, and oh my God, please. For the love of God, give me a +3 line chemistry. Let's see if this finally works. If not, all hands up in the air, guys. And where's Connor Timmins? What the hell? Is he in the... Hang on a sec here. Is he in the AHL? Oh, what the heck? Why is... Was he in the AHL on Colorado, maybe? Is that why? That was odd. Okay. Anyways, all right, so here we go. Moment of truth. Derek Pouliot didn't make it a +3, but can Connor Timmins be the savior? Please make it a +3. Oh. This game hates me. I swear to God, guys, this game hates me. Oh, my God. For 2 guys that are supposed to be working out on line 2 together. How does this not give you a +3? Look at their player preference and current coach. They're both balanced shoot. But, like, they both said they worked well on line 2. My scout says they both worked well in their scheme. And one's an unfavored coach is the head coach. This game makes no sense. Oh, my God. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, look at this. Nothing makes a +3. This is ridiculous. Oh my God. It's just ridiculous at this point. Well, you know what? Let's just send to the rest of the year and see what happens. I have nothing else to say. I don't know what else to do. I think we're just gonna see how it rolls for the rest of this year. We'll get Landeskog back hopefully from injury soon, and we'll go from there, folks. Oh, this game, man. I really don't know what else to do at this point. You guys watching the video, please let me know in the comments if I'm doing anything wrong, because I think I'm doing this right. You go to the player, you see where he fits, and he fits well in the scheme, and you get 2 guys that match perfectly in the scheme on defensive line 2, and it doesn't work. I don't know what else to do at that point. So we're not even going to go through every team. This video is long enough. We're just going to sim to the rest of the year and see what happens. Let's just go. Let's go. Sim to the end of the year. Come on, guys. Let's go. Do me a solid. I want a team to do me a solid here because I've been having bad luck with the line chemistry, especially defensively. I want my team to do me a big solid. Come on. Let's get rid of the trades. Oh, my gosh. So many coming through. I know it's a deadline, but come on. I want my team to do me solid and win me some games. Win me some games. Get me some W's so I can be at least proud of the team I've built in front of me that the chemistry is not showing. Show me that the chemistry is working behind the scenes. Man, this has been a crazy trade deadline, but come on, team. Come on. We start off with a 2-1 loss. Oh, boy. There's a win. Come on. Can we say at least consistent? Oh, no. We're going to consistently lose. And there we go. The injury bug continues. Anthony Cirelli goes down. All right. So we knew Olsen made it a +3. Does it make it back a +3? No. We need a power forward there. No, that's fine. Let's just roll with the punches here. Oh, boy. Do we have... Oh, no. Oh, no. We have too many forward injuries. Oh, no. We have to put a defenseman in. Oh, it's a -2. Oh, no. I'll have to call someone up. Call someone up. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And do we have anybody to call up? All right, let's call up a center. We have a bunch here. Let's call up this this guy right here, this Gerstich guy. We'll call him up. All right, so we'll edit the lines. My God. Oh, and he was our first line AHL, of course. Let's just fix this. Yeah, let's say it's a +3. I'll keep it there. +1. And do we have another AHL center? Of course we don't have another AHL center. So we'll put, oh, Hevo's in there. Totally forgot about him. God. I'm sorry it's so long, ladies and gentlemen. It's just, you've seen the type of year I've had. The injury bug, the non-line chemistry. This is just, oh my God. Stop. It didn't fix my NHL. Oh, God. Go and fix this here. Derek Pouliot is not playing center. And we'll put Garrett in his place. There, that's fine. Good enough. All right. Let's continue. Let's just sim to the end of the year. It doesn't look like we're going to be a playoff team, folks, especially with the losing. So it looks like we're going to be missing out again on another playoff. And you know what? Maybe it's the coaching staff I hired. Maybe the coaching staff and the line chemistry just didn't work out the way I thought it was going to. And look at this. Landeskog is back, ready to come back. Watch him come back, and then we win like 12 in a row. We make the playoffs. I will laugh, and I will take back anything bad I said if that happens. So let's Landeskog. Let's put him in here. All right, we got a +3 with Tarasenko, whatever. It is what it is. Keep going. There we go. Come on. Come on. There's a shootout win. And Tacoma, you know what? I'm fine. Head coach, replace the player. AHL is not concerning right now. Keep going. Come on. There's 2 wins. I mean, imagine 12. Imagine 12. There's 3. I'm not getting my hopes up. You know, let's best lines the AHL. That's fine. And there's no T loss. So the 12 win streak was not going to happen. I knew it wasn't going to happen, but come on. Oh, yeah, look at this. Waz returned to the line. Okay, so he's returning. I thought it was going to be another injury. So we do got to send someone down. That's all fine and dandy. A guy is on 2 ways. We got 2 guys on 2 ways. So that Garrett guy, let's send him down. That's fine. And we need to edit lines. Let's put Cirelli back in. Olsen there. Put Cirelli back in. Where is he? There he is. All right. There we go. Come on. Let's go, boys. Finish off the year. It's another W. Another W. So, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 1-1. 6, 1-1. What are we going to do here? We're going to lose. All right. And we're probably going to lose to Edmonton. Yeah. And going to win. There's a shootout win. We're holding on to the last wild card. There's a shootout win again. And oh, my God. I've done it. Ladies and gentlemen, what did I said I was going to eat anything bad. I said, we made the playoffs. Oh, I said, imagine we go like 12 in a row. But oh, my God, what did we go in those last games since I said that? Oh, my God. Was it right after that loss? We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10. We went 10, 2, and 1 in our last. I mean, it's better than last year, but with that 10, 2, and 1, we've made the playoffs. Oh, God, I can't believe we made the playoffs. 43, 34 in 5. Let's see how close this was. Oh, my God. Look at the San Jose. We must have went on a little bit of a losing streak, but how close was it? So we made it with 91. Were we the last team in? Tell me we were the last team in. We were the last team in. Look at that with 91 points. Stealing that last wild card spot. Where did Vancouver finish? And they finished ahead of us with 94. So 3 points ahead, our rivals. But boys, ladies and gentlemen, we've made the playoffs. I can't believe it. Let's take a look at the stats. Why not end off this long video? Tarasenko, Yarncroc with 70 points. Tarasenko with almost 40 goals. That a boy. There's 63 points out of Lance got, but look at Francisco Pinelli. Oh my God, 3 points away, and he would have had 50 in his first year in the NHL. Man, big year for him. 47 points for Cirelli, Max Jones 42, Brown 40, Forsbacka, yada yada yada. Mercer 20 goals in his first year. He's proven to be a really good sniper on our team. That's a lot of goals, man. This guy is, oh my God, look at his shooting category. This kid's gonna be a big sniper for us in the future once Tarasenko and Yarncroc leave. So we have our sniper of the future ready to go. So Dumba finishes with 44 points. Svedberg with 29 points. Big year for him as his first year as a defenseman. Jake Sanderson, what did he do for us? 8 goals, 1 assist. As a defensive defenseman, this guy has more goals than assists. My God. Connor Timmins, Ryan Murray, Hickey, and Stetcher. Hickey, a rough year, but I think it was because of the first half. Comrie, not too bad. They're both pretty even goalies. His goals against average, I thought, would be at least better. But as for rookie skaters here, Francisco Pinelli, 47 points, I don't think wins you the Calder. Let's just take a look. No, Lucas Raymond, wow, from the Ottawa Senators. Looks like he's going to win the Calder. But he was close. He's in the top 3, so I can be proud of Francisco Pinelli being in the top 3 for rookies, guys. This guy could have a big jump in the offseason, but hopefully he has a big playoff and gain some playoff experience as we go into the playoffs. And let's take a look. Who will be our first opponents? NHL season is complete. AHL's is as well. And the St. Louis Blues. Oh, baby. Look at that record. This is going to, our first playoff series is going to be a very tough one this year. My God. And it looks like our AHL squad made the playoffs as well. The Tacoma Sockeyes. And they'll face the Utica Comets. Ooh. So, guys, it's been a long video, so I'm going to end it here, and we'll start the playoffs in the next video. Tell me, guys, what you think. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below. I will see you guys next time right here for another video in the Seattle Kraken NHL GM Mode Commentary Series. See you later.